Well, my friends, the Legatus, from QSP. I already did a video on this. Hold on, $279.95. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. M390, red carbon fiber inlay. But look at that design. But what if you want it for $79 instead of $279? Bingo! Your wish is my command, my friends. How about one for $79 instead of $279? How'd that happen? It is magic. It is magic. Doesn't come in as nice a box, but it's a way, way less expensive. Hell, I'll tell you what, you might even be able to carry this and not worry about it. Check it out. And a titanium pocket clip. Oh my God. Will the wonders of the world ever cease? And then you can put the lanyard in here. Backspacer's black. Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's made by QSP. But Dutch Bladeworks did the design here. Legatus. Customized just for me. Sorry, you can't buy one. Unless you go to Going Gear. Going Gear, this is their exclusive. They're still for sale as I speak. As I live. About 3.35, that's what they're saying, 86 millimeter. I think it's longer than that, but Sandvik 14C28N, G10, liners, stuff, $100 bills in the box, just for the hell of it. Fit and finish is pretty good. And you know what? I like this Dutch Bladeworks. Hold on. Well, this is their logo thingy-dingity. And this is the Dutch Bladeworks upside down design. And this over here says 14C28N, QSP. I really liked the one I had for $279, but I ended up selling it off. I looked for it the other day when I got this, and I go, crap, I did sell it, didn't I? Yeah, it's just tough to hold on to a bunch of $300 knives. For me, it is. I mean, I can't have 100 of them without divorce papers, okay? My wife says when my knife collection / inventory or whatever costs more than like a Honda Accord, then, I mean, a new one, yeah, it's time to shed the load. And you know what? No, it's not even close to that now. But you know what? This you can afford to keep. You can, and you can afford to use. And can you use it? And I don't know, but let's get a piece of paper and see. And oh, okay. That's that Sandvik steel doing its job. Straight from Sweden, by the way. And you know what? It's nice and corrosion resistant because it's a true stainless. And boy, those liners are showing. This is not a super lightweight gent carry. Let me just tell you that right now. And then we'll put the tape on it and see how big, really, how big are you? Ooh, yeah, 151 grams. So it ain't no 97 gram weakling. But it's stout. You know, it feels like something in the hand. 5.33. Come on. You can't carry that, then just get out of here. And look at this, go forward position. Nice for getting up and fine. And you got a nice tall grind on this, and that was close. It is sharp, by the way. Piercing, slicing. Yeah, I do like the design. I do like the design, but I just couldn't hold it for the price. But this one, yeah, I think I will. And let's see the lockup. That's 35%. And fit and finish on this one is really good. QSP, when they first started out, I think they had a couple of rough spots here and there. But you know what? They've really come of age now. They really have. And I thought they were stretching with the Legatus at close to $300. I don't know that should be their playground. Would I want to go play in that party if I was them? I don't think so. I think I'd stay with G10 micarta and lesser steels and not be throwing around a lot of titanium and M390 for the big bucks. Unless I could keep myself at or below 200, I think I would defer to do this segment, because that's a nicely done little piece right there. And not that I'm some kind of business major, 3.5 inches, so 90 millimeters, overall 8. So 3.5 and 8, and then 20.5 centimeters. Okay, nothing to brag about. Not big, not small, and you know, pretty much, where'd I bury my poor Spyderco at? Get out here. Oh, I'm going to have to reinvent that tip, I think. Yeah, we did primitive Pete on that, unfortunately. But yeah, just about the same size, huh? Yeah. Cutting length is probably about the same too, because you got from here to there before it starts, and you got here to there before it starts. So you're pretty equal there. That's just a good looking design. I really think they did a good job on that. Now, how thick is it? The PM2 is 0.46. This is 14.7. This is 0.58. This is coming up on 0.6 of an inch. These slabs at G10, they're not contoured, they're flat, but I mean, they're pretty thick, and then those liners are no fainting flowers either. So yeah, you almost got 0.6. So it's a good handful, which I like. I do like something that feels like it fills up your hand. 0.14, 3.6 millimeter blade stock, which is the same as the PM2. Okay, so yeah, that's plenty right there. Where's my balance point? Oh, that's easy to find right there. Now, here's my bitch and moan on this knife. Well, a couple things. Number one, it's pretty slick. There's not a lot of really heavy texturing on here for grip, okay? So there's that. This actually, by the way, this works pretty well. I've carried this half a dozen times, and yes, it works fine for me, okay? Flipper tab, it's kind of far back, and it's a little bit more than it needs to be. Front to back here, it could be a little thinner, and so it's not so mountainous, but it's not too tall, and it is jimped, and it's very intuitive. Yeah, it's pretty good. And the detent overall, okay, I could feel it. Almost. Okay, but really a pretty easy flick here. So the detent is pretty well dialed in, I'd have to say. Blade to handle length, you know, really couldn't do much more than that. It's centered, no blade play or lock rock, and the design flow is good. It goes right in here, but I was telling you, I like the design. So I do like the design. A lot about this knife I do like a lot. And I like the price a lot. Where did I put my Going Gear thing? So, Going Gear, not easy to print off their site, but here was, without showing their stuff, I'll give you a link too. But $79, okay? Customized Legatus, okay? And then, bingo, the picture. At first I thought they were doing some kind of file work there, but it was just the light. And then custom made for Going Gear, etc., etc., and there's your stuff. Nothing complicated, but I didn't know anything about this until one of my viewers / friends sent this to me, and to look over, and I go, I don't even know if this existed. So I said, how much have I got to... He says, well, I paid $79. I said, how about I give you 60? How about 59? Well, he sent me some other knives to put on sale, so I worked a deal with him. So I got this for $59. I'm happy, super happy camper. But $79, I wouldn't bat an eye. I wouldn't bat an eye. You know, this is nicely done here. And over here, yeah, there's no sharp edges here. Well, down here there are a few. And this wedge down here comes down. This tip is pretty tough there. That's pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, I like so much about it. And I guess the flipper tab I was bitching about. And, of course, the other side of that is that it gives you protection from your fingers slipping over and going on the blade. So, okay. But there's times where if this bolster would have carried down a little further, you could have made the flipper tab, hide, right, with the the exact same size and length as the bolster. And so the flipper tab wouldn't even show. It'd just be the bolster area down here. That would have been cool. But, it is what it is. I like it regardless. And I like the fact it's a liner lock and it ain't a frame lock, and they didn't take a big old cutting thing and cut. I don't like frame locks as much as I used to. It's starting to creep me out to see all that stuff. And you know what? A folding knife is a folding knife, and yes, it has a liner lock, and you have axis locks, and you have triad locks, and you got scorpion locks, and you got button locks. And I mean, frame locks are starting to kind of lose their charm for me. I like the front and the back to look the same. So, yeah, this is nice. So, all I got to say is, here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down. Please don't. You never know when you disassemble a knife, and I've never touched this one, if you're going to have a problem. And that's where you go. Everything else about it is so good. Please don't let it blow up in my face. So let's see. We'll see. Let's take the pocket clip off. Number 6s. So next, bitch and moan. Put number 8s on the body. Put number 8s on the pocket clip if you can. And then I only need one size, And, it's less likely to round off your flutes or whatever they're called. Okay, so what do we got and where did it fall? There it goes. So are both those the same size? Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, they're both the same size. Okay. But titanium. Or do you think that's steel? Come on. Want to bet me before? Oh, yeah. No magnetism. Okay. Almost dumped it on the carpet. And okay, that's good. Body screw out of the way. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, let's pull the liner off. Looks clean. Ceramic detent ball, but it looks clean. It's maybe the guy that I got it from, maybe he had disassembled it and cleaned it, because it looks really clean. It doesn't look like it needs anything. It really doesn't look like it needs anything. So check the pivot out, and it's squared off, right? What else is squared off? Right there at the top. So, okay, so it ain't going to turn. And skeletonized. There's your backspacer. There's where your lanyard goes. It looks clean. Yeah, I think he may have got into it. If he didn't, I mean, I've seen a few knives that come out this clean, so this wouldn't be beyond question. Since this is custom, was that what they said? Customized on the Going Gear thing? Customized? Okay. As opposed to exclusive. But hey, I'm not bitching or moaning about that. I bitch and moan about a lot of other things. All right, so what do we do? Let's turn it upside down again. And yes, this is our star chart here. Didn't they see that on a UFO? That's what I think. Probably the same one I saw. The one that abducted me and took me off to the other star system. Come here. And Look at this. Bang, right on there. Are we good? Do we want to do this? I haven't done this in a long time, so hell with it. I don't care. Come here. Gallon and a half, half a gallon, 2 quarts. What do we do? And, oops. Let's just put the liner on for now, buddy. Oh, you see where this is and the travel for the stop. So it's an internal stop, by the way. And let's kick this on. All right. And now I'm set down on there, but I still got to put this on. There's no screws that go into that liner, for the liner itself. And get you on there, dog. Okay. What are you doing? There you go. Ratchet your ass down. Not too hard, though. Just enough to make good contact. And here's the shorter one of the bunch. The number 6. For the body screw, because the long boys, they're going that pocket clip because you got, come on, move over. Okay, are we in there? Yeah, we're good. Okay, get over here. Pocket clip, well, you got some depth to go through there, so see what I'm saying? Kicks right in. Of course, you've noticed by now, I imagine, since I haven't even said anything, but right hand tip up only, and number 6s. But yeah, they machined an area in there, so it'll keep that pocket clip in place, won't it? So QSP makes me think of Blade Banner, because he helped him out on the SHOT Show, the last one that actually ran. And we'll see if 2022 SHOT Show actually goes down. But he was there at 2020 SHOT Show, and he was at the QSP booth. So way cool. So if I have questions, I'll ask Blade Banner, And check out his site, sub to him, and follow him on Instagram, by the way. But Going Gear, follow them on Instagram as well. Or go over and get you a knife from them. I've seen them with that little 940 they did with that little red fiber insert. Remember that one several years ago? Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. They did. I should have never gave mine up once I got my hands on one. There's always those knives you wish. You wish. This one, nice, and you can afford to keep it. You can afford to keep it. So, and should be a good little user. But my bitch and moan on this one, the biggest one, is this pass-through is not that adequate. So you kind of gotta push. I got calluses anyhow. Gotta push. And it's not bad, but it would be a little bit better if you had cut away a little bit and made this easier to engage with your thumb. You can find it, but it's so even with the front that it's a little tough to kind of miss the front and dig into that liner. So that is my biggest bitch about fidget friendliness, because otherwise it's fine. QSP Legatus, I like it. Going Gear exclusive, and it's a G10 model with Sandvik steel. It's just right to take out during the day and do what you want, because it's so inexpensive. Great design. Should be a good user. Yes, we do love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.